Hello, Room 13, parents, families, and students. Today, I am going to attempt to help you get onto Blogger. Blogger is what we are using in fourth grade so that students can write about their reading at least once a week. And I'm noticing that some students and parents are having a hard time finding Blogger at home. So my goal is to help you get onto this from home. The first thing you'll need to do, and I'll just kind of model on my desktop. If you can find my cursor, it'll help. I'm going to close this screen up and I'm going to go to the top right corner of my desktop where I have Google Chrome. Google Chrome works the best for Blogger. So you're going to want to find Google Chrome, or some people call it the beach ball. And I click on that to open up, and you should recognize this screen, pretty much the home screen that you will find. So the Google home screen. Once you are here, sometimes it takes a couple of different ways of going about doing this, but I'm going to try and see if I can log on to a student's doing it the way that I usually do it. I'll go to the upper right-hand corner where you can see my cursor, and I'm already logged in as myself. And if you have a Gmail account, you might also be logged in. You don't necessarily have to log out. It might help, but what you can do is go to that section where it says Add Account right here. So I will select Add Account. Now, when you get to this section, you'll notice I have a ton of different materials, but basically I am going to log on with a student's email address. It is not a Gmail account, but it is very similar. It has all the same materials. You can get to the whole Google Suite, but it just doesn't end with @gmail.com. So if I log on as a student, I've got their material right here. It's typically their first name, middle initial, and last name, but it just depends. I've given every student a paper that has gone home with their materials on it. And hopefully you can find this and help them log on. So let me double check that I have that correct. ROCIO. And then here's the most important part. Once you title or enter in their username, you need to type in @student.slcusd.org. So it's typically first name, middle initial, last name @student.slcusd.org. Some students do not have their whole last name. Some students do not have a middle initial. So make sure you ask your child at home. Once you've clicked that, you go to next. And you are going to enter that student's password or your child's password. Again, it should be on the paper that I sent home. It should also be in their homework folder on top of the little mini folder inside that has their homework and parent materials. So let me type this one in. Hopefully I've typed it in correctly. Now I am logged in as this student. I'm not going to ask it to save because it's on my computer. Once I'm here, it would probably be best to not open up a new tab, and instead I would go up to the bar and I would type in blogger.com. Now, this is probably going to take me to my blog, but we'll see what happens. Yep, unfortunately, it took me to my blog. So for you, it'll probably take you exactly where you need to be because it's most likely that you personally don't have a Blogger account. If it takes you to someone else's blog, what you should do is go to the top right corner again, and I am going to select this student's login, and hopefully it will take me to her blog. Yay, it took me to her blog. How exciting. Notice that this student has a variety of blogs that she has already written. Your child, on a weekly basis, would select new post. It's in this little section here. It's orange. They would write the title of their book or maybe what they're writing their post about. For instance, maybe they write Tiger Rising because we've been reading that book. They might get creative. Welcome back, readers. Today I will be talking, and basically they can tell me a summary. They can tell me their predictions. They could write an alternate ending to the story. They could write alternate chapters. They could tell me about a character they like, a character they dislike. They could compare it to other books. Have fun with it. It does not need to be a summary every time. I'd, in fact, prefer it to not be. So once they've actually written their entire blog, which again should be a minimum of 5 sentences, they would click the publish button. I kind of encourage them to select publish no matter what, even if they're not done, Just makes it easier just in case something goes wrong. I'm going to delete this for her because she doesn't want that on there. Either way, you can double check their blog, and to make sure it's working, going to this top left corner, view blog. Once you go to view blog, you can see what I will typically see when I check their homework. So here's a student who has her first blog, second blog. I love that she put a picture in there. Here's the third blog update and the fourth blog update. So once again, always trying to do a minimum of 5 sentences, hopefully really pushing ourselves for more in the future. Hopefully not just doing summaries as time goes on, but really pushing to talk about their reading, talk about their thinking. So once again, in summary, real quick, you basically open up a new tab or open up the Google Chrome. You go to the top right corner. You need to add your child's account, but it's really important that when you add their account, you do not write or do not type in at gmail.com, but instead it's at student.slcusd.org. You log in, then you go to blogger.com, you create a post, you post it, and hopefully all is good. Thank you so much. I hope that this is helpful. Please let me know if you would like me to record some other type of information that might help you at home. Appreciate it. Thanks for being an active participant in your child's learning. And thank you for continuing to support us in Room 13.